What is going on, boys and girls? This is Subs No Dubs, and welcome back, guys. Last week, we had a 400 view video. This is the most views we've ever had, and we're so thankful to you guys. Thank you guys for always watching our videos. And now, if only you would sub, because we have like a 90 to like 10% sub rate, and maybe some of you guys can hit the sub button. It would really do us a big favor. It gives us more motivation. It makes us look good. Also hitting this thumbs up button, even the thumbs down button. If you don't like the content, I can live with that. But at least go into the comments and tell me why you didn't like it, so we can improve on that.
I'd appreciate if you didn't hit the thumbs down button, because I feel like it's okay content, you know, like maybe just like a like, maybe a sub, but you know, whatever. We'll take views. We like views. It means we're doing something that people want to watch. It means our clickbait is great. Always very important to the YouTube algorithm. But you know, thank you anyways, regardless, for watching. We greatly appreciate it.
Alright, let's get into this. This is JuJutsu Kaisen episode 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this was a chill episode. Okay, chill-ish, because like NANAMI almost had a fight, but then like he didn't have a fight. But yeah,
I think the second half was insane.
The second half.
Pretty good.
I think the first half was kind of slow.
Yeah.
They keep hitting on the same point that this kid's just getting bullied and beat up every week. Like, I think we get it by now.
I get it, bro. He's being
poor
beat up.
Junpei, dude. I feel so bad, dude.
Yeah.
I just know, like, I've seen this like plot line too many times in movies before. The bullied kid goes down the wrong path, does some bad shit, and I'm just like so sad because like I don't want Junpei to do it, but I know he's going to. Like, there's just you know he's gonna do it. He was about to do it in the episode.
Bro,
he
he
was. For a second. Like,
his poor teacher.
Yeah, poor kid, dude.
Wait,
Anyhow,
one thing out, bro.
yeah, go ahead.
Like before, like this guy actually has friends at school, bro. Like I thought he was a loner. Bro.
I mean, everyone's got some kind of friends, right? You have people with similar interests, and obviously,
Mm-hmm.
like his thing is movies or scary movies, maybe in general.
I
Then,
think so. Scary.
yeah, he got some friends that have similar interests, and that's good to see.
Yeah, so we see him in the movie club room, and then the bullies walk in, or as it was referred to later by the teacher, his friends walked in, and I think these are the same guys who bullied him when he was on the fence with the girl with her not so great titties. But like, you know, that scene also, and this time we catch him. He wanted the DVD that was underneath one of the bullies' feet. And he's like, I want this DVD to take home, right? And like, this is like the first time we see him stand up for himself. And I think it came down to like a lot of the conversations he was having with Mahito, and it's starting to change him, right? It's starting to change his like view of things. And I guess having like that power is starting to like get to him.
Yeah, you could definitely tell like that he has like the courage to stand up to people now. And Mahito did like say he was gonna help him get stronger, help him like to feel more empowered, and you know, you kind of see that progression from last episode to this episode.
What was the word Mahito used? He used a word to say like I like notice you, or like there was like it was like him giving his power, saying like he was going to help train him.
He'll sanction him or something.
Yes. Something like that. Yeah.
Yep. He's like, I sanction you, and that's kind of like him saying like he's gonna show him like curse techniques, I assume, and maybe show him some things he can do to help stand up for himself. And it worries me because
he's going down the wrong path.
Junpei's gonna be a bad dude.
Yeah, so that leads me into like, okay, I don't think we've brought this up in any of our previous episodes, but like every week the intro for this show changes ever so slightly. Every character that you meet is starting to appear in the intro music, and it's so cool. I love it. Every week it gives you something to look forward to in the intro. I'm
an intro and outro skipper.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Usually I am, but like this one's been pretty cool. I like the music. I like both the music.
The thing with this one, it's literally like a contender for like opening of the year and anime of the year, or ending of the year.
And so that too.
And anime of the year. Yeah. I literally don't skip anything with this show, bro. It's that good.
The show. Maybe we might do a animes of the year, but I don't think I watch enough to feel comfortable saying this is anime of the year kind of thing. But
well, yeah, we'll have to wait and see Crunchyroll's like list for their awards they do every year, and I think that'd be a good place for us to start.
Probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
look forward to that.
I hope so. So anyhow, we end up with Mahito and Junpei, and they're back in the sewers or wherever his like base of operations is, and we see them having a conversation about humans and how the idea of love it changed from love to fondness, right? And like, saying the word "I love you" or whatever is difficult in Japan. I think they went on to a whole tangent about how like this term didn't even come up from Japan, and it was actually a really interesting conversation. I'd definitely like go back and rewatch it. It was cool. But he says
he also brings up indifference, doesn't he?
I think like
it's from that saying. The saying is I forget. It's like like English saying, or at least maybe it's translated from something. But it's like the difference are love is indifference or whatever. The opposite of love is indifference or something like that.
I think so.
But, it was just like a good like philosophy talk, I guess, about how people view things and stuff, and it wasn't too much to come out of it, but it was just like a cool like it shows how like intelligent Mahito is as a curse. Like he knows a lot.
He also says that humans can't help but make excuses. That's like something they're known for doing. And after that, he shows Junpei around the base or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I assume it's his base of operations.
This is like hideout.
Yeah. And he shows him how large he can make a human through what we later find out in this episode to be transforming the soul. And then also how small he can make a human.
I thought that was just a super dope like power because like at first I thought he was just pushing like curse energy into humans, but like he's actually like it's a lot deeper than that. You know, he's touching the soul, he's like manipulating the soul, and later on in the episode we could see that he could actually do it to himself. You know, when he's in the fight with NANAMI, he does it, and I just thought that was just a really cool power. Yeah.
It's such a dark like power, an evil power. Dude. He just like he's not even killing them. Sometimes he's like. Yeah, sometimes they sweat a little bit. He says like later on in this fight with Nami, and it's literally just a person crying, wanting to be put out of their misery because they haven't been fully killed off. It's so like twisted dark. And messed up. Yeah, you could just show Mahito is just a terrible individual.
So after that we see him saying that souls aren't hearts. Mahito's the only human who can understand souls. And that humans put too much values in things that they can't see, but he can see them. And I think something you said, I think going back to what Wes was saying, that they say indifferences is something that humans strive for, and Mahito asks Junpei is like, isn't wanting revenge for the bullies in the room like isn't that contradictory to like being indifferent? So I think that was, and that's the moment where he says that he'll sanction Junpei in like giving him techniques or something. So
we would assume he's gonna do some kind of like training with Junpei to like teach him things.
Yeah, so I'm kind of concerned. I'm pretty concerned. I hope Junpei doesn't go down the path.
I mean, that is like a good theory, but at the moment he is with Itadori, right? So I feel like there's a chance for him to go down either direction. And I'm not trying to spoil anything, but in the opening, he is sitting with them, so I assume he will be.
Oh, it's in the opening,
dude. I still think Mahito's got his like nails dug into him a bit too much.
This is an interesting like Mahito's a really good like villain. I think this is a good character.
Yeah, I like the way he talks and like his intelligence and stuff. It's very like refreshing, and it's not like. He's not like overly scary. Obviously, like his power is scary, but he's not like just like a creepy, annoying villain. He's like very intricate and intelligent. And it's awesome to see.
But one more thing I wanted to point out about his power is that it isn't necessarily cursed energy that he's using to do that, because I don't think it is, right?
I don't know what it is, to be honest with you.
Typical like cursed energy or whatever, you would be like it would enhance your like mobility or strength, stuff like that, right? So I think this kind of goes beyond that a little.
I don't know. I guess it potentially could be a curse technique. So like that's a little bit different. I think it's more like it's like a specialty, and I feel like there's got to be some kind of curse energy involved, just because he is a curse and he obviously like has power. And we kind of saw like in the fight, I think he like his hands turned like purplish, like black, like it looked like he powered up a bit.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's definitely involved in his technique, but like obviously we have to see to find out like the whole details about it. Like we know what it does, but
It'd be cool to see like the origins of like how he developed it or how he got it, you know?
Oh, I definitely want to see like him be born. Like, how is he born, and then how did he like develop all of these things, and how did he like become so intelligent? Like, did he just start reading like stuff, or like, did he go to the library and like sit down? And
I mean, he is like lifeless. Like, he has unlimited life, doesn't he? Like, he can definitely go read. I think so, yeah. He can go read all he wants, right?
Yeah, I respect that. It's a good move.
All right, yeah, but after that, we pretty much pick up from Itadori and Ijichi. I think that's the assistant, Gojo's assistant. They're like stalking Junpei out. They're saying that he's in regular clothes, and we see a really interesting conversation. Actually, we see Ijichi explaining that like, oh, a grade 2 sorcerer should be able to handle a grade 2 curse, and like a grade 3 sorcerer handles grade 3 curses, and a special grade sorcerer handles special grade curses. And like, that kind of shook me, because I was like, wait just a minute, bro, you guys put rookies to go fight a special grade in like the first 3 episodes, like, and then I think you hear him say
we knew this, the elders wanted to kill the first years, like that was pretty obvious with Itadori, but obviously didn't work out.
I think the guy said that, oh, Gojo's just insane, like why would he do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, what? With regards to the ranking, wasn't it like the sorcerer's always one step higher?
I think they said the sorcerer, like a grade 2 sorcerer, could take on a grade 1 curse. I think it was like some kind of like a step up there. But like in general, the rule is you should fight something you're even level with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely like put the clip here and definitely say.
Yeah.
Like,
no, but it's definitely cool to see, because like even the curses are starting to understand that there is this like hierarchy. You know? Like,
you're right.
And Mahito's fight, he brings it up eventually with NANAMI, and he says, "What grade are you?" Then he's like a first grade, and then he's like, "That must mean I'm pretty strong, or you're pretty strong, or something." You know, so to see them really like explore that hierarchy is cool to see.
So it's not like something that's a hidden thing; it's something that's now known by everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we see Itadori like pants the teacher, run around the block, and just say, you hated that guy, didn't you? This was a cool scene too. I think this is really dope. I call this episode mid-tier, but like it was a lot of cool scenes that like had importance behind them.
Yeah, the important part of that was that they were using that curse, like winged beast thing, to like figure out what his power, Junpei's powers actually were, like what level he was at. He's like, if he can see it, but he doesn't have curse techniques, then like save him. If he can't see it, save him. But if he can see it and he can like attack it and expel the curse, then like you gotta bring him down, maybe fight him. But that was like a really cool, interesting way to like lure out what level people are at. And obviously like Junpei did see the curse, and we already knew he could see Mahito too, so it's obviously he knows he has like that ability, and we'll see what kind of curse energy he's gonna have, because we saw in the interaction with the teacher, you know, the teacher obviously doesn't know anything. Junpei goes on a rant about how like teachers are giant children that never got out of school and haven't been in the real world, and the teacher thinks
wild.
The teacher thinks his bullies are his friends. Like, how oblivious are you? Like, obviously, Junpei is a troubled kid that gets bullied and stuff. But yeah, and then
the thing with that is, bro, like the teacher knows that they're not his friends, because from the prior episode in the very beginning,
it was him. Yeah. It was him.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah, it was the same teacher. So
that's wild.
I don't know why he would say that. I guess he just doesn't want to like.
I think he was like joking. I think he was making fun of Junpei at the same time. He kind of had that evil snicker the whole time. If you like notice, he was kind of like eyeing him down, like, "Haha, you're a loser," but I'm gonna keep saying this stuff or whatever. But yeah, I guess Junpei wanted to take his teacher out. Like we saw him kind of think about it for a second before Itadori kind of saved him. But
stop!
That was such a funny scene. He just like the curse got away, dude. And Itadori just like slams into them. The teacher's like, "What are you? Are you like a acrobat or a dancer? Yeah. Like, what are you doing, man?"
That's such a real question, though. He's like, "What are you doing, bro? Like, stop this."
Itadori is such a goofball.
I love it, bro. And then he runs around the block like it's nothing. He just walks.
Oh yeah, he does it super fast.
He's like, "I'm back."
You ready to go, Junpei? Yeah, sure.
So after him saying "let's go to his house," they kind of like cut off from that, and we go back to the NANAMI versus Mahito fight. Okay, I think we forgot to cover this, but like it was cool to see NANAMI like have this angry moment where you see Gojo, like him
yeah.
thinking about Gojo. And he's like, yeah, this guy really reminds me of Gojo. Like, I hate him. So that was kind of insane that Mahito reminds him that much of like Gojo being like.
I think it like the specific thing is that like he has this like but this like childish kind of playful side to him, but at the same time he could get serious and like he like he's a bad man, you know,
like he's generally a very business first kind of guy. He's like, I'm here to do so. Like he even says like, I need to get off by 6. I started at 10. He's like, so I gotta fight this guy and like go like kind of hard for a bit here and like see what happens. And you know we see like a pretty good fight out of it.
We also see that like this is when we see that the body was sweating, right? And we see that like Nanami like
crying.
Yeah, we see Nanami like freak out for a moment, like what's going on, right? And he tries to like chill about it. He tries to play like coy about it, and
you could tell he was kind of shook, like, and then he kind of felt for the like the human
body, right? And then Mahito was like, "Oh, don't lie! I can see your soul trembling. Like you're such a terrible." That was scary, bro. Like, can you imagine?
That was a cool line.
Yeah,
like, his ability is so cool, bro. Like. It's not like physical. It's also that you could like sense it, you know.
Yeah,
and then Nanami replies with like wiping the tear away from the human.
Yeah, that was
such like a chill like yes, like he's got it. Like he's kind of calmed down a bit more. Like,
I feel like he's mad now. I feel like he's like
oh yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna. I think next week's gonna be a pretty cool fight.
But even like the very last scene of the episode where he's looking at the clock. He's like, well, now I gotta work overtime. Like, now you're in trouble. You know?
Where he's like, oh, wait, yo, his power just increased.
Yeah.
It was cool to see,
such a cool scene, dude.
Yeah, him taking off the tie, wrapping around his wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so hyped. We also see that Mahito, like, transforms his feet into, like, goat feet and, like, touch him. And he's like, oh, you, like, subconsciously protected yourself with cursed energy. So that was pretty insane. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good episode though. I'm pretty excited.
We look forward to more NANAMI versus Mahito next week. It should be good.
Yeah.
Hopefully Itadori can break through to Junpei.
I hope so. I feel bad for Junpei, honestly. Like his character his character line is so sad.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like this is just a prediction, but I feel like Itadori like puts him at peace, you know, like when they were talking he was pretty chill, he was pretty calm, you know? So
But did you notice that he noticed like the button on Yeah. So I was just like why is that button so important to him? Like what does he know about that button?
I think it's probably from like the uniform.
Yeah,
maybe it's like a crest or something.
I assume, like the only thing I assume is that Junpei has seen someone from the sorcery school before. Like it has to be, right? Like he has to recognize it from somewhere. So either I don't know whether he saw like maybe he saw like a sorcerer fight like a curse a long time ago and kind of like remembered it. That's how he learned like he could see spirits and stuff, or like maybe someone else has spoken to him before. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm interested.
That's gonna be so cool. I hope that's what's happening. Yeah, but that's been JuJutsu Kaisen, guys. If you made it through this far, it's been like a whole 19 minutes of this. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't like us talking. I mean, no one likes us talking, but
That's unnecessary.
Anyways, guys, it's been Subs No Dubs. Later, weebs. Bye.
Whoa, toxic.